Good evening, everybody. I went to the gym, and then after I went to go grab myself some groceries for the week for my 30-day no cheating challenge. Now, a lot of people have been asking me what to buy, and so for me it just depends on the day and when I go shopping and what I need. So currently on my bed is laid out everything that I purchased, so I'm going to go through each of them and kind of explain why I got what I got and what you need to get often and what you don't really need to get often. Again, just depends on the day. I did some shopping because of the 30-day no cheating challenge, and so we'll get started. So the first thing I got was leaf lettuce, and I have to cut it up and put it into a separate container. And so with the leaf lettuce, what I'm going to do is I can replace the lettuce with, perhaps bread, so I can make a hamburger with the lettuce instead of using bread. Though I did get bread, it's further down that way, but this is what I'm going to be using mostly. Next, I got some celery sticks, just a good light snack, quick and on the go. Cheese sticks, because I love myself some cheese. Then I got some chicken, and with these I like to look at the expiration dates. So for this one, it seems that it's March 25th, so it still has some good timing on that, and it was only $3.50 for 4. Next is shrimp, and this will last me quite some time. I'll probably use it for maybe 5 to 6 meals, just depends, and it's frozen food, so I can just freeze it. It lasts a while. Next thing I got was ground beef, and this will also last me quite some time. And I'll use this for, making hamburgers with the leaf lettuce that I just showed you. Next thing on my list is tuna. So I went ahead and got the Star-Kissed Light. So compared to all of them, this had the least amount of calories. Let's take a look here. This one only had 45. Most of them were like 70 or 80. 45 is not too bad, and there's 2 servings in this. When you guys are shopping, it's always good to look at those nutrition facts. You don't really have to do that with the greens. I didn't really pay attention to my vegetables, just because they usually have 0 calories or very, very little. Next thing I got is one of my new favorites, which is asparagus, and I had tried it for the first time a couple weeks ago, and I made it with mushrooms and I fell in love with it. Next thing, I got some yellow squash, and I love squash. Again, this is what I get. You don't have to get this stuff. I'm just sharing with you what I get. Then I got myself some grapes, and those will last me quite some time. I can eat them here and when I'm teaching. Well, obviously not while I'm teaching, but during my lunch or if I need a light snack. Next thing is green beans. I like to get fresh green beans and canned green beans. It just depends. I mean, they have different flavors, but I really love fresh vegetables, especially when I steam them or cook them. But yeah, got those. Then I got myself some pineapple. So I'm going to use this for a couple of my meals and for snacks, but mostly snack. I'm going to explain what I'm going to do in just a second with one of my meals that I'm going to make. Next thing we have is broccoli, and this is something I buy like every week. I love broccoli. Next thing, I got myself some avocados, the healthy kinds of fats that you want to consume. So yeah. Then I got myself some crab meat, and I love crab meat. 3 of them equals 90 calories, which isn't too bad, especially when getting that protein. Then, as I mentioned before, this is my favorite cereal at the moment. It is kind of high in calories. It's 100 and I believe 90, so it's a little bit high, but it has a good source of fiber in its wheat, and it's definitely a lot healthier than some of the other cereals out there. Then, of course, I like to get canned vegetables. So I have some mushrooms and I have some mixed vegetables. So I like to get those. And these can last, sometimes I eat like a whole can in one meal, just because you can never really have too many vegetables. But you can also split it up and use it for different meals. Then this is another thing that I get every week. It's lettuce. I tend to go with getting the smaller amounts simply because I don't want it to go to waste, because sometimes I like to mix up my foods. When I first started my health and fitness journey in November, I was just eating salads for lunch. But since I'm, getting more serious and want to experiment a little bit, I have since added some new foods to my shopping list. Next thing is white rice. I did tell some of my friends that I was going to order white rice because I don't cook it often. But what kind of role model would I be if I ordered food on a no cheating challenge? So I'm going to force myself to make white rice. But just in case you're interested, I'm definitely going to go back to this after my 30-day challenge. I get my steamed white rice from Beijing's, and I just drive through, and it's completely healthy, not fried, it's steamed, and it's only $3 a quart. So I love getting white rice from there, and I don't have to cook it. It takes a few minutes for them to get it for me. But again, what kind of role model would I be if I didn't follow what I was saying? So here it is. Then I got myself some spices, oregano, cilantro, and cumin. Let's see what else we got here. Got some salmon. I love fish, and I'm actually going to use the pineapple to make one of my favorite dishes, pineapple fish. So I'm excited for that. Next thing is butter, and in my other video I showed you another butter that I got, which was 60 calories per teaspoon. This one has 0 calories. Woo! Yay for 0. So I'm going to use that. Then of course pickles. I love pickles. A nice light green snack, and it's also 0 calories. Then my favorite soup, cream of chicken, fat-free, and this one's about 100 calories I think. Can't remember. This one is 60, even better. And that, for me, I like eating soup. Like, soup's one of my favorite dishes, but I specifically like this one for the flavor, and I kind of grew up eating it, and it's just really quick, especially if I don't have time to meal prep in the morning. I can just grab one, and come lunch I can just snap it open and heat it up, and there we go. I also grew up fishing and camping, so I'm not afraid to eat out of the can. Oops. Then my last thing that I got for the night, and I mentioned it, was the Bare Bread crustless white bread. And so I really like this bread because I don't really care for the crust anyways. If bread has crust, I'm not gonna tear it off or anything, but I really like this one because it's only 60 calories per slice, which is fairly low for bread. And the expiration date is actually, let's see, I didn't check it, but I know that with these they last a while. I can't really see. Oh, look. The expiration date is until July 15th, which is perfect for someone like me who doesn't consume a lot of bread. And I don't want it to go to waste because, regular bread, they, only have like a week long and then they're done. Another interesting fact about this kind of bread, they also sell it with the wheat bread, but the wheat bread is actually 70 calories. This one is 60, so I go with this one. But that's up to you what you want to do. You can also, you don't have to shop like me. I just wanted to show you my shopping list for the night. But yeah, this is normally what I get. Again, I don't have to buy all this all the time. I mainly bought this for, the start of my 30-day challenge, and also to show you guys like what it's like and what I order or what I purchase at the grocery store. This is all from H-E-B, but sometimes I go to Walmart. It just depends. But hope everyone has a good night, and hope this video was helpful. I promise that in the future I'm going to make more interesting videos where it's not just one shot. I can play around with it, but I'm kind of limited on time right now. So yeah, there you go. Have a good night. Bye-bye.